everybody. You're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. My name's Aidan Ivers, and what's your name, person in the studio?
I'm Nicole Passero.
Nicole?
Yeah.
What are we here for?
We are here for the Forgotten Borough.
Let's go.
First episode.
Debut show here on 90.3. First episode of Florida Forgotten Borough. And for those of you who might not know who we are, start off with me. My name's Aidan Ivers. I'm the assistant news director here at WMSC. And I had my own show last semester as well, inspired by Ivers, which was on Monday evenings. But that's taking a little break so we can start this cool thing.
Oh, yeah.
And Nicole, why don't you tell people listening a little bit about you?
Yeah, so I'm Nicole. I've been at the station since last semester. I'm a freshman.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just did the ADJ program last semester, so now I'm a DJ, and now I'm co-hosting for the Forgotten Borough, and I'm really excited. Like we got a good show planned for you guys today.
Yeah, and Nicole, what exactly do we have planned for today?
We got some Staten Island stories from the break, because we just came back from winter break recently.
Exactly. So, Nicole, why don't we start off with you?
Okay.
Take me back. We ended the semester. We ended the fall semester December 21st. That was the last day. How did your break go? What did you do?
So, okay, my break went pretty good. Let's go. Okay, so December 21st. So I went home and back to home at Staten Island, New York, and it was great. It was really nice because for 3 months, 3 to 4 months, we were in college, and so it was my first semester. So it was really nice to go back and relax. I did get bored during break because I like to constantly be busy, and I wasn't constantly busy because doing work, it was just sitting around, but also I went out with my friends. Yeah, so the main spot me and my friends went to was, do you know Mike's Diner?
I know there's one on Little Lane, but I don't know if there's
There's a bunch. There's Mike's Unicorn Diner.
Really?
Yeah, there's another one. It's Mike's Olympic Grill.
I think the one on Little Lane is called Mike's Place, if I'm pretty sure. I haven't been there since.
Mike owns a lot of places.
Yeah.
But
how was that? How was that?
Yeah, my friends and I, we go there all the time just because it's just so close. It's so convenient, and it's pretty good. You know, at times I get sick of it, but it's great. It's the go-to diner my friends and I go to, so we went there.
Is that in West Brighton or what?
I would say it's in Westerly. It's on Victory Boulevard. Down there? You don't know down there? Yeah. We live on two different sides of the borough.
Cool.
Yeah. What about you? How was your break?
It was good. So, I didn't really do anything spectacular. Right when school ended, I drove home the day of December 21st, and then nothing really happened until Christmas Eve.
How was your Christmas?
It was really good.
That's good.
You know, my family has a tradition of going to my aunt's house. She lives in Freehold.
Nice.
She lives in Freehold, and we went there, and it's always a great time there.
That's good.
We always have delicious food and stuff. We always have delicious crab sauce. My uncle makes fantastic crab sauce, and it was really good. And it's good to see because my aunt's children are both adults, and they're pretty cool as well. So it's good to see them.
Nice, that's fun.
Yeah, we hung out with them, and then the next morning, kind of afternoon, because I didn't open my eyes until 11 a.m. But my sister and I saw what Santa Claus brought us under the tree.
Oh, what's Santa Claus doing, guys?
So, for our listeners who are on audio right now, I have something with me that I wore to the studio today because it's really cold. But it's actually hot in the studio, so I took it off. But it's a Staten Island hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
With all the towns in chronological order going up and down the back. It starts with Annandale, and it ends in Woodrow. That's the list of names for the towns, all in chronological order. I
No,
like
town doesn't have that many towns. Like, that's crazy.
I don't like. There's a place here. I'm trying to remember, like Greenridge. Do you know where Greenridge is?
Greenridge. I feel that sounds familiar. I don't know where it is.
We also have like Silver Lake. Like, I think I know where Silver Lake.
Silver Lake. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love this a lot. I love the city a lot.
Rossville. I never heard of Rossville.
That's like.
Where's that?
I think it's around the mall. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Annandale area.
Yeah.
I love that city a lot. It's from the Staten Island Chamber of Commerce.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, yeah. And my sister got one as well, in her size.
Yes, that's great. Repping to Staten Island.
Yeah. So, okay, let's switch around here. So, how was your Christmas?
Oh, my Christmas is crazy because
is that good or a bad?
A little bad. So the week. Okay, so we had a week, and then it was Christmas, right?
Well,
it was okay. I have to say, my break was like looking back on it, it was such a blur. But my sister got COVID like 2 days before Christmas.
That really sucks.
Yeah, it was so annoying. So what happened was, we were like, my house was supposed to host Christmas, and we were supposed to go to my aunt's house upstate for Christmas Eve, but we ended up not going, and we didn't do like anything for Christmas. It was crazy. Like, I was going around my house like a maniac. I was so bored. But then we ended up having like a makeup Christmas with my family, which was pretty fun. It was like a week later, like everything was fine. It was crazy. Like at that time, so many people in my family had COVID. It was like my sister, one of my mom's uncles, cousins. It was like crazy. It was like all these people had COVID. And I was like,
really sorry to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like I can definitely relate to that a lot because in the year 20, like at the end of 2020.
Okay.
Like end of 2020, my family and I didn't get sick all year.
Yeah.
Pandemic started in March of 2020. And we were living through it all year long.
Yeah.
And literally like a week before New Year's, everybody got COVID. And we were all sick during New Year's.
Really?
Yeah. And that was because I don't think that the vaccines were available yet.
Yeah, that's early on.
Yeah, but everybody in my house got COVID, including my grandma.
Aw, that's so sad.
Thankfully, she got over it.
That's good.
Yeah, and we're all doing well now. Thankfully, this year, didn't happen again.
That's good.
We have the vaccine, we have the antibodies. So
yeah, exactly.
Okay. But I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was crazy, especially like that time of year. It's just so annoying.
It's definitely, it's like hectic.
It's hectic. Holiday season. Everyone's out. It's freezing out. Like, everyone is in the stores getting shopping. It's crazy that time of year. I remember last year, my family had Christmas. We were all good. And New Year's was fine. But then 2 days after New Year's, it was my first time getting COVID and my dad. And I was stressed out because my senior musical was a week later. And I was like, what am I going to do? Oh my gosh. But I ended up doing the show. Like, I was fine for it.
Good.
But it was like crazy. Like, I almost wasn't able to do the show because they were like, oh, you have to, because it was like quarantine for 10 days. Like, now it's like 5 days. It's really confusing. But
oh my gosh.
Sometimes I can't even believe we're in the pandemic still and it's 2023.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say we're still in it.
Yeah, it's just still.
It's like COVID is still around, though.
It's still a thing.
Definitely is still around. Not to the degree of like when we first got it.
Yeah.
When my family and I first got it, right, we didn't have any of those different variants. The
original.
Once we got it, we did not have taste or smell for.
That didn't happen to me. Like, knock on wood, that didn't happen to me. And I think I had like Omicron. Like, it was during like that variant. That's when I had it.
So okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
You didn't have like the official COVID.
No, it wasn't. It was just like the other variant type.
Gosh, I don't like thinking about that.
No, me either. It's scary.
Yeah, but yeah. Thankfully, I mean, I'm sorry to hear what happened with the Christmas. I hope how's everybody doing right now?
Yeah, everyone's good now. We had a good New Year's. We had a good makeup Christmas. So
Good.
That was pretty good. It was good to see like my family, especially after all like that happened. Like, we did a Zoom on Christmas.
That's good.
It was good. It was good. It was a little awkward, but it was good.
But I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Exactly. There's nothing else we could have done.
Cool.
So
Okay.
It was good.
And what did you do after Christmas?
After Christmas, I went to the Staten Island Mall.
Who doesn't?
Who
my
doesn't? Who
God.
doesn't go to Staten Island?
Yeah.
You know, every time you go there, you have to expect you're gonna see someone that you know. I'm trying to remember who
Yeah.
did I see. It's just crazy. Like I go there. Like I like to go to the Staten Island Mall. Sometimes I'll go with two of my friends and my sister.
Mhm.
We're like we call ourselves the OGs because like my mom and their mom are best friends. So we do like a little OG mall day,
Cool.
and we walk around. We go to some stores and we kind of just spill tea at the mall. And that's always fun. Sometimes I'll go with one of my best friends, Sam, and we'll just walk around the mall, we'll shop. So I'm trying to remember, who did I see? I gotta think. Sometimes you'll run into like a teacher, and it's crazy. Yeah, one time
I've never done that.
yeah, it's crazy. We run into like some kid you didn't like in high school, and you're just trying to run away from them, and it's like so awkward.
Just when you see them walking like either some direction or towards you, you try to just,
Yep.
if I look straight, hopefully they won't see me. Hopefully they won't make
Yeah,
eye
it's just
contact.
like don't make eye contact, don't make eye contact. And you just like that's the thing. You gotta always keep moving. I hate when I'm walking in the mall and you got these really slow people walking in front of you, and I'm like, "Hello, this is New York. Learn how to walk." Like,
To be fair, it's like they might have like a toddler. Right?
That's
The toddler's like,
yeah,
like,
maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not
That's
being
okay.
considerate of them.
that's okay. But with me though, with Staten Island Mall, I only really go there if I need to go there.
So like it's only like if it's necessary, like you need something.
If I need a new pair of shoes,
Mm-hmm.
new pair.
Did you go there during like Christmas time?
No.
I didn't.
No.
I don't like Christmas shopping. I will go to like Target. That's like not as like
All right, yeah,
bad.
okay.
But even Target could get a little crowded sometimes.
But that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
For me, after Christmas, I actually made plans with a couple of my elementary school friends.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, one of them is actually enlisted in the military. He got stationed. He is stationed
Okay.
in Alaska.
Wow, that's
So-
crazy.
Yeah,
You had to like see him before he goes.
yeah. He comes. He alternates every year
Okay.
from Alaska during the summer. He's gonna be back here,
Okay.
and then at the end of the summer, I think, or during the summer, he goes
Yeah.
back to Alaska, and then he's here for the Christmas a little bit.
Yeah.
So one of my other friends and I saw him.
Oh, that's
That's-
good.
Yeah, it was really good. He told us that he really enjoys the weather here, even if a little bit cold, because the weather in Alaska is like negative 50 degrees.
You know,
That's the
I
crawler.
could never go to Alaska. I can't handle the colds in like Staten Island. So if I had to go to Alaska, oh no, I would be wearing like 7 layers.
I don't think he's allowed to do that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, that was nice. And I think either the day before that or the day after that, my mom and my sister and I brought my dog Peach to Peach the beagle, purebred beagle. Love Peach. Peach, if you listen, I miss you. We took her to High Rock Park, which is
Oh, I've heard of that.
yeah, it's a park trial which
I never went there though.
it runs all throughout Staten Island.
Okay.
It's gonna probably take a day for if you were to start from one place and go all the way to the other end of Staten Island
Yeah.
somewhere. But it's pretty much like where there's forest area. If there's a lot of forest area, you'll probably get the High Rock from there. And if you want to experience like a really cool hiking one day, you should totally check it out because there's I live in New York, right?
Yeah.
And High Rock is built into it's like right next to Moravian Cemetery, which is the oldest and largest active cemetery on Staten Island, which we're gonna talk about in the greater extent in a later episode.
Yeah.
And that's right near my house.
History.
Right, I consider it a Staten Island landmark. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's full of history and it's built into High Rock, right? So right next to Moravian, there's an entrance to it. So every time we walk up, it's like a hill. It's like Newdorp Heights. It's like
Okay.
either Newdorp and then Newdorp Heights. Walk up a hill.
I feel like I've definitely drove past it.
Yeah.
I've never been there though.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time we walk up that hill, because it's like it's straight down, and at the end is the entrance to High Rock. My dog gets so hyped. She loves that walk so much, and she's gonna be 10 this August. We got her in October. She was born in August 2013. We got her in October 2013. We were there for like 2 hours, 2 hour hike, and it was like she was like 3, with the energy that she was.
That's really good. It's good for her health. So like,
Yeah,
be
but
like-
we can notice like through all of that, because it's a lot of up and down and stuff.
that's a lot.
We noticed a couple days later that my dog was, her leg was kind of bothering her,
Aw.
and that's probably because we were out for 2 hours plus, and we realized my dog it's not meant for like that extent of a hike. Like we can take her in there for a little bit,
But not 2 hours.
not for 2 hours. Like we can go in there for 2 hours. Not my dog though, because thankfully after a couple days, her leg started to feel better. She was walking around a lot better.
Yeah.
But that was just we feel bad because
Oh,
can't do
yeah.
anything. It was fun. Did you do anything spectacular before like your New Year's, or like, in between that little like December 28th, December 31st?
Thing.
When was you said your makeup Christmas was a week
My
after
makeup?
Christmas?
Yeah. Christmas was on what, Sunday?
Yeah.
And then I saw my family. Well, I saw some of my family from Florida also came.
Ah, what part of Florida are they from?
I have no idea.
It's okay.
I have no idea, but they're from Florida. They came. They usually come like for holidays, so it was really nice to see them.
Mhm.
They were here for I think 3 weeks, so I saw them. I think what else I did. Oh, I went to Dave and Buster's. Do you know Dave and Buster's?
Yeah.
I went there.
Oh my goodness, in the mall, right?
Yes, in the mall. What are your thoughts on Dave and Buster's?
So I've never been to one of the mall.
Okay.
I only drove and picked up my sister and her friends from there.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
It's okay. See, I'm not a big arcade type of girl.
Yeah.
So my friends was like, come, like I was kind of like, I want to leave. Like I was like, I want
I
to,
feel that. Like,
Yeah. But it was fun.
Isn't there a Barnes and Noble right next to Dave and Buster's?
Yes.
That's my go-to when I go to the mall. I always pick up some
Really?
new books when I go there.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Have you been to the new Krispy Kreme?
No.
I went
know where it is,
there.
but I've never.
And I remember when they first opened, my mom was like, "Don't go there. There's a huge line." And I went. I mean, they opened. I don't know when. I'm thinking it was September. It was sometime in the fall. I'm not sure when,
Mhm.
but I went there and it was pretty good. Like there was no line. It was awesome.
Hmm.
So that was fun. I also had a sleepover with some of my friends. It was fun. Our sleepovers are crazy.
Did you go to sleep at all, or?
It's like you try to, but you don't. I'm like the grandma in the group where I like to go to bed early. Otherwise, like I can't function in the morning.
Put you in danger of like getting ridden on with a Sharpie, or is that all?
Wow, like a prank. No, but that didn't happen. That's good. But over the summer, my sister had a Sweet 16, and
No.
yeah, and
Now, where on Staten Island was that? Like what?
Old
what?
Bermuda Inn. Do you know where that is? Not Forest Avenue.
Where's that?
Don't know where. I don't know. I don't know where. I don't know what street it's on.
Alright.
Like it's. I know for me though, since I live in Westerly, it's a good like 25 minutes from me.
Old Bermuda Inn. I know. Okay, yeah, I don't. Was it?
So
Yeah.
yeah.
How was it? How was
It was a really fun Sweet 16, and that night she had some of her dais, which is like people. Do you know what a dais is? Like a Sweet 16 dais. It's her court. Yes. She had some of her court sleepover. We went to bed at 6 a.m. Like we stayed. It was crazy, and then we woke up the next day, and we were all like exhausted. I was like, this is crazy. So. I mean, at the sleepover that I had during winter break, it wasn't like till 6 a.m. And then we went to bed at like 3 or 4. But still,
That's normal. That's normal
it's normal for a sleepover.
for sleepover. Yeah. Yeah. No, my sister or I didn't have any over Christmas break.
Mhm.
On New Year's we did have some of my people come over.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, and we watched the ball drop,
Yes.
and thankfully, my friends and I used to have this thing that we did where this was before everybody like went away for college and stuff.
Yeah.
Before my friend went away to the military, we would play Xbox all night on New Year's Eve, on New Year's Day.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and then but it's like
What?
I feel terrible the next day.
Yeah, no, I get that. Like, it's in the moment, it's fun, but then the aftermath. Why did I do that? It's like you're regretting it.
I mean, on New Year's Day, I think it's acceptable to go to bed at like 2 a.m. Because
Yes. Yeah, so do I. I went to bed at like 2:30.
Yeah, so that was good. And actually, the day before New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
December 30th, my sister and I cycled.
Where?
At the boardwalk. We always go to the boardwalk.
Oh, at Midland Beach?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think it was kind of cold.
Okay.
We had to bundle up, but we did cycle last.
That's good. It's good exercise.
Yeah, it was really fun. My sister and I enjoyed doing a lot, and we did that. And trying to think, so
December 30th. Oh, I remember what I did on December 30th.
what did you do?
I went to the St. George Theater.
For what?
So my dad bought my mom, my grandma, my sister, and I these tickets for Christmas to see a show at the St. George Theater. I don't remember. I think it was called The Winter's Tale or something. And it was a pretty good show, but it was very like heavy metal rock. And we weren't expecting the show to be heavy metal rock. So it was a bit of a shock when we went there. Yeah.
That sounds really. I've never heard of that, but that sounds really cool.
Yeah, it was interesting. I would say it was quite an experience.
Oh my God.
Have you ever Aidan Z1? Never ate a Z1? Yeah, we went out to Z1 like before that. It's on Richmond Avenue. Richmond Avenue.
No, I've never been there.
No.
That's really that sounds like a really good experience. Like,
Yeah.
So, what day did your sister is in Wagner, right?
Yeah, she is.
What day did she go back to school?
She went back to school. New Year's was what day?
December.
January. No, but like which day? Was it a Sunday? Oh no, she went back to school. I think that Tuesday.
Second?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know that she went. She didn't. New Year's. No, yeah, maybe. No, actually, she went back the Monday because New Year's Eve was on December 31st, and that was I gotta pull the count. I don't remember the days. Like I don't remember the days of the week.
Okay, so New Year's Day was a Sunday.
So then I think she did go back the day after.
So sorry.
Yeah, no, I felt really bad for her. Like she literally only had a week, and I had like.
We had like a month.
Yeah, like a month. Yeah.
Yeah, my sister she's in C.
Okay.
And she went back that Thursday.
Wait, so why did she go back later? Because Catholic.
That's the Archdiocese of New York, Nicole.
That's
Ask
true.
them.
True. That's true. Yeah, I ended up going back to Wagner during the break.
Really?
Because they did a senior musical at the school. So, like, I had to come, like, support, like, seniors that, like, I knew.
Yeah, because you were in the theater.
It was a pretty good show. They did the 25th annual Putnam Spelling Bee. Did you ever hear that musical?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I never heard of it until my teacher did it. And it was a pretty good show. I was very proud of them. They all did really good.
Cool.
And it was weird going back there. It just brings back, like, all the memories. And it's like, do I want to be here or do I want to move on?
I can definitely feel that. Like,
yeah.
Before, I think this is going back. Like this was not during Christmas break, but
yeah.
I think close to Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I went to Our Lady Queen of Peace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they had a Christmas fair, right? Both my sister and I are graduates from there.
Yeah.
We had a Christmas fair, and we went there.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and we saw some of our old teachers, so I could definitely feel you when, because like with me, I walk through the hallways and stuff, and it's like everything is so cramped, everything's so small.
Wow, yeah,
how much we grew.
Yeah, like I used to think Wagner was such a big school. Like, oh my goodness, how am I gonna walk across it? But now it's just like, oh, like it's small, but you learn.
Yeah. But what do you say, Nicole? We take a little break right now.
Okay, that sounds good.
And when we come back, we talk about what we did after
New Year's.
The couple of weeks that we had off, thankfully.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that.
That was great to have.
I know, yeah. I'm really grateful for that. But when we come back, listeners, we're going to discuss what we did after New Year's. New Year's Day. New Year's, so a couple of weeks. So if you want to hear that, stay tuned.
The beginning of 2023.
Yeah, 2023. We'll be right back. And my name's Aidan Ivers.
I'm Nicole Passero.
Yeah, this is Floor of the Forgotten Borough, our debut show, all about Staten Island.
That's on Island.
If you were here before our little break, we were talking about all the stuff that we did between the end of the semester and New Year's.
Exactly.
We did. I think we collectively we did some great things.
We did. We did some crazy things.
But now we're going to discuss what we did after all that.
After New Year.
Thankfully, with our 2 weeks off.
Yeah, that was nice to get 2 weeks off.
So, Nicole, if you can remember, what did you do after New Year's?
After New Year's, I feel like it was just such a blur. Because, like, it was very relaxing. Let's go to you. I don't remember.
It's like. So, if
get out my memory.
Yeah. So, like I said before, my sister and I cycled December 30th.
Okay.
And then we cycled New Year's Day.
Really?
Yeah, and surprisingly, it was warm that day.
Yeah, I remember it was nice out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the next few days after that, it wasn't cold.
Yeah, it was like 50 degrees. And I was like, are we in January or like March?
Surprisingly, there were a lot of people on the boardwalk. Like a lot of people.
You know, I didn't go to the boardwalk over the break. I didn't.
A lot of people were out.
That's good. That's good.
And it was, I didn't see anybody that we knew, but like it felt like summer. Because when you go during the summertime to the boardwalk, everybody's out.
Oh, everyone's there.
Yeah. But it's like, it was nice because.
That's good. That's good.
It was nice. And now I have to think what I did.
Yeah. I remember I went on a lot of drives. Like I would drive her because like I don't drive to Montclair. So it was nice to like have my car again and drive around Staten Island. Like I would literally just go around, listen to some music, and just go for a little stroll around Staten Island.
What car do you drive, Nicole?
I drive a minivan, a 2006 minivan. That it used to be my dad's, but now he got a new car, so he passed down the minivan to me.
Oh.
And now it's like crazy because my sister's 16 and she's starting to learn how to drive. So I'm like, I gotta buy myself a car before she takes the minivan because what am I gonna have?
Well, I mean, in my experience, I can point you to some directions if you want.
Yeah, we gotta see how that's gonna work. Unless me and my sister share a car. I mean, yeah, I guess we could do that.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know if I would like that.
That was really good.
It was enough to do.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't really do driving around until like closer to school started.
Okay.
So I remember like my sister started that Thursday, January 5th.
Okay.
Started school again. And then I picked her up from C.
Yeah.
When I'm home, that's something I really enjoy doing.
Yeah, I did it with my sister. I picked up my sister from Wagner.
Yeah. And Fridays, we play Dixie D'Amelio's radio.
Oh my goodness.
And we put the windows down.
Yeah.
Turn the volume up.
Yeah, that's great. That's how you roll.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I think I'm like, we lowered the windows once.
Once.
Other than that, we're up. And it wasn't too loud, but it was
like loud enough that like a person walking down the street could hear.
Probably, yeah. Like there's sometimes where you walk in and you hear through the car just the person's radio, like.
Yeah, I know, like the what's that called? The beat drop.
Yeah. So people probably heard that. I never heard that. But
yeah. I mean, you were living life. I also, in that span, I went to Wagner twice because my cousin is on the gymnastics team. So I went there and I don't know anyone on gymnastics except my cousin. So I never like went to one. So it was really cool to see like the gymnasts doing their thing. I realized I was like, I could never be in gymnastics. I would like, they go on the balance beam, they do all these flips around, cartwheels. I'm like, I'm scared to like stand on a balance beam, let alone do all those flips. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it comes down to what everybody's interested in.
Yeah.
And what everybody wants to do, get that exercise. But that's really cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah. And I remember that Tuesday, right? Like, sister went back on Thursday. That next Tuesday, It was really, really cold. Like the warm days,
Yes, I remember that.
those were tucked away.
Freezing.
Those were, the warm days will come back in the spring.
Yes.
But I still cycle in 30-degree weather. I still went on cycle.
Did you?
Yeah,
I
and
mean, good for you.
yeah, I mean, no, it was like my own personal boardwalk because nobody was there. Only crazy people were walking.
Yeah, now I wonder who would walk the boardwalk in that type of weather.
This guy. Yeah, and then like if I did not have my scarf with me, my nose would have broken off
Yeah.
because it would have frozen. But you know,
Crazy.
thankfully I had a scarf.
I remember I used to cycle. Do you know? I don't know what it's called, but it's near Costco. They have this bike trail. I used to go.
Never been on it, but I
It's
know. Yeah.
really fun. I used to go with my dad, my sister, my cousin, and we would like cycle that whole trail. And I want to get back into doing it again.
Let me ask you this: is there a parking lot around there, or
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
okay? Because one of my friends lives on the way to Costco. Like if you go on Anderson Road,
Yeah.
going up Snake Hill, he lives like that way.
Oh wow.
And I remember a few years ago he asked me like, "Do you want to ride to that? What you just mentioned, the trial across from Costco?" Like he said, that's the destination. The destination is right across from Costco.
Yeah, right across the street.
Can you imagine anything more beautiful than that? Like you just cycle, seen some mountains, some lakes.
Costco. Yeah, no, it really is like hills. I think it's also there's a golf course.
I know, yeah.
Too, like
But
there too.
I said no because like I wasn't fit to ride with crazy people on Richmond Road.
You have to watch over there, but it is a lot of hills. I mean, I haven't done it since a few summers ago. I also used to go to Fort. Do you know Fort Wadsworth?
Where's it?
Over there? Yeah, I used to bike over there. I remember this is like years back. My dad took my sister and I. This is like when we first learned how to bike ride.
Yeah.
He took us riding in like Brooklyn by like I don't know what it was called. It was like by the Brooklyn Bridge, and it was so long. Like it was like miles. And my sister and I, we were young. We were like, oh, like we don't want to do this anymore. But then we ended up getting 5 guys after, so it was worth it.
That sounds really cool. Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Did you ride? Not on the Brooklyn Bridge, right?
Not on the Brooklyn Bridge. It was like below it. It was somewhere. It's.
I gotta make a note of it.
It was like Verrazano Bridge. There's this trail by the water. It was pretty, but it was long.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, if I did it now, I probably wouldn't be like oh my gosh, this is so long. But
you get to see great things.
Exactly, you get to see the
Take that in.
beauty of it,
Oh,
exercise in general.
Your dad is really cool for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should definitely.
He's a good bike rider.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. But for like move because this is like later last week.
Yeah.
My mom and my sister and I actually did take a ride. We did drive around.
Oh, really? Where'd you go?
One of the places we went to, our first destination was Walmart in Linden, New Jersey.
Okay.
Which is right over the Gospels Bridge, like right over it. And we went because with the stores around here, not even around my house, on Staten Island, I wanted to get a specific kind of salsa.
Okay.
And then we're here.
What is the salsa called?
It's Newman's Own. It's my favorite type of salsa.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Specifically mango.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I never had it.
Yes. Well,
Mango salsa. I don't know if I would like that. Is it?
Get out of here right now. You don't like mango salsa? Get out. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. But yeah, we went to Walmart. We were hoping to find mango salsa from Newman's Own, but fortunately we didn't. But we did find another flavor, which I never tried before.
Ooh, what is that?
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
And it was really good. It was really good.
Salsa fan.
Sorry, it's an acquired. It's acquired.
Yeah.
It's like with me. It's like it's a perfect blend of sweet and savory.
I can get because the sweetness from the pineapple and the mango. Ooh, that okay.
But unfortunately, we didn't find the one I was looking for, but we got that one.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And we got some supplies for the dorm. Right.
Oh yes, you gotta move back in.
Yeah, and then afterward, we drove around some Staten Island.
Okay, so take us with you on this journey. Where did you drive around?
We got off the Gospels Bridge.
Okay.
And then we took exit 7 on the Staten Island Expressway that exits to Richmond Avenue.
I don't talk
And then
about
we went all back around the Staten Island Expressway as if we were going back on the Goethals Bridge, but we did not. We went on exit 3,
Okay.
which takes us to the entrance of Global Container something. GCT New York.
Never heard of that.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Tell us.
So, honestly, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's right next to the Goethals Bridge,
Okay.
and I think it's for trucks. It's for trucks to either unload or take on stuff, like put on, like, you know, like when you drive here, when you drive to college, there's always
there's
trucks with big things on the back, like the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't go in it because we didn't have anything, like, we didn't have any trailers to carry.
Okay.
I don't have a truck.
Well, yeah.
But drove past it, and then it's like it's actually really creepy. It's actually creepy in a cool way because on my hoodie it's the town Port Ivory, right?
Okay.
And I actually researched this a little bit. Like GCT New York, I try to remember Global Container T, something that starts with a T.
T.
Global Container, either like transportation or.
Look it up or
So look it up.
Global. What is it?
GCT New York.
GCT New
What does that stand for?
Container Terminal.
Yes, Global Container Terminal New York.
Global Container. Yeah.
Let's go.
Wait.
Let's go.
Maybe I drove past.
It's literally like
Oh.
it's right next to the Goethals Bridge. So
Yeah.
everything's Staten Island.
It's like okay.
But it's like
Okay. Yeah. It's a terminal. It's a terminal.
yeah. But it's like we turn right
Okay.
from the entrance, right, and it's like this really long, narrow road.
Yeah.
And on the way, you like on the left side of the road, it's a gate, and then piles and piles and piles of cargo stuff.
Wow.
For trucks to carry on or to put on a cargo ship because Global Container, like what we just saw. And on the other side, on the right side of the road, there is this really worn down, abandoned building.
Wow.
And that building, I think, was Port Ivory.
Okay.
Kind of, if you think about it, it is Port Ivory still, but it's not used for anything. And that it was a factory, like in I think the 1960s, and that was like the staple of making and sending out cleaning supplies to people all around the East Coast. That's where like different kinds of soaps, kitchen detergents were created. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think it closed in, I want to say 2002. Yeah, and it's just there. It's just, like a lot of things on Staten Island, it's just decaying, you know.
Yeah.
But I think I cannot imagine walking there at like 12 a.m. at night or 1 a.m.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, it's
gives you the creep.
Yeah, and then from there, we went on South Avenue, and then we drove down Cable Way, where Staten Island Community Television headquarters is.
Oh wow, what is it?
So on South Avenue, right? Okay. There's an intersection. It's a really annoying intersection because it's like if you're going straight, right? Or no. If you're turning either way on Forest Avenue, right? South Avenue, you gotta wait until 2 lanes are free of cars. Not just one, two. Which is like, that's really annoying. Yeah. Because like some people are turning this way, some people
that's confusing.
Yeah. But thankfully we weren't going left or right. We were going, actually no, we were coming the opposite direction. But it's like around there. And Cable Way is like a dead end off of South Avenue. And so that's where Spectrum headquarters is on Staten Island.
Awesome.
Yes, Spectrum headquarters is, and we couldn't go inside because you need to be like authorized. There's like a security gate there. Yeah. There's a security gate, but that's where the interesting thing that I found there was like Spectrum had their own logo implant, like a big blue logo on the building, like somebody like construction worker put it up. Looked really nice. And then a little paper sign that just said CT with an arrow. It didn't say Spectrum or Staten Island Community Television, but CTV is just like a little paper arrow.
That,
this way.
come on.
Like, my people deserve better.
Yeah, they deserve better. Like, what is that?
But it's like, we when I go home, my sister and I we gotta put on CTV. We just gotta.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I mean, it's not like regular TV where you see what show it is.
Yeah.
You get to see what show it is when you put it on. I think that's an element of surprise. That's actually really cool.
It's a little shock.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. I never watched CTV.
See, cool.
But I do have Spectrum.
Okay, yeah. Oh, then you have CTV. Like
That I have it. I gotta maybe no. I gotta see. We gotta look into it.
Sure. But after that, after we drove past CTV, I think we just went home. We went home.
Okay, that's fun.
My sister was the photographer of the cars. She got photos of.
Oh, she took photos.
She got photos of the GCT sign,
Right,
photos
yeah.
of the CTV sign.
Got the nice.
So it was really good. And then other than that, it was just preparing to come back here.
Yeah, it really was. I even had work for one of my classes that I had to do during.
Before it started.
Yes,
What-
my professor was. I have the class tomorrow. My professor was like, read this chapter, and then we're gonna discuss it in class. It's like
All right.
first day is like whatever.
I mean, if you do that, then you're chill.
I get it exactly. So I did it. Yeah, it was a good break. I have to say overall, it was it was the longest break I ever had in the winter because I always had that 1 week because I was in public school, high school, so I just had Christmas, New Year's, that's it. So it was really interesting to have like 3 to 4 weeks off. I was like, what am I gonna do with myself?
Well, speaking about like breaks in public school,
Yeah.
when I was in Monsignor Farrell, right?
Mhm.
We had the same like schedule for New Year's. Like we didn't
Yeah.
have 2 weeks off during the winter, but we didn't have 2 weeks off somewhere else.
When? April?
So
Okay.
my high school had Easter trip every year.
Easter trip?
Yeah,
What's that?
you could go to. I think it was different parts of Europe each time every year for $5,000.
Did you ever go?
Of course not.
Yeah, no.
Of course not.
I don't think I would spend
So
$5,000 on that.
no.
But wow, that is pretty cool.
They went to Europe for 2 weeks around Easter.
What do they do there?
Well, I don't know. They just went around different parts of Europe.
And they just like travel?
But for people who didn't go, we had 2 weeks off.
I mean, that's good too. Staten Island, that beats it.
Yeah. And that's something I'm really going to miss. I'm going to miss that a lot. But that's not happening anymore.
Yeah, because April we get
1 day
like
off
literally a day off. Yeah.
for it's Good Friday. Like
Good Friday we're off.
Friday before Easter. That's when we're off.
Yeah.
Now, but
I mean, March we're off. I mean, March I was never off. March used to seem in high school like the longest month ever, but now we get a week off because it's like that's technically your spring break. So it is interesting, and I can't believe this semester we're ending May 12th. I never ended school May 12th. I ended school June 28th.
my sister.
So now we get the whole month of June and like 2 weeks.
Most
then
of May off. Most of May off.
uh,
I'm really hyped about that.
I'm so excited about that.
It's gonna be really good.
Summer's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, but for now, Nicole, what can people expect from this show for this semester?
So this
Like-
semester, we're going to be going over a lot of topics on Staten Island. We're going to be talking about fun activities to do, the history of some historical landmarks in Staten Island. We're going to
Yeah.
talk about some events, maybe touch on some Staten Island news, and maybe have some interviews, hopefully, from other NS students. We'll see.
I mean, we put it into like perspective. I don't think many people would. I mean, depending on if they have class,
We'll see.
they might not like want to come here at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
But we could schedule some stuff.
We'll see what's in the works, but we got a good show for you guys planned this semester, and it's gonna be really fun. We're gonna really go over everything that you can do in Staten Island,
Exactly. Yeah. I mean,
even Staten Island food.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you can't forget about the food.
So, listeners, you have been listening to 90.3 WMSC Montclair for the last hour. This has been the debut show of Florida Forgotten Borough with me, Aidan Ivers.
And Nicole Passero.
Yeah, we will hear you next Wednesday, same time,
Yep.
9 a.m. And we're gonna save the topic for a surprise.
Surprise.
We're gonna reveal it, when it comes. So enjoy your Wednesday, listeners, and have a great rest of the week.